Guys, is there even a point in me doing a Kia Sonet review? Because you already know how I feel about this car, right? I mean, I think I've sold about 4 million for them. It's why they must have a stock shortage. I think it's because of my recommendations. Although, according to Kia, they're now sorting out that stock problem. So don't you worry. I mean, look, it's been, whoa, I'm so excited I can hardly talk about it. I think having driven this now for the last week again, I've just been reminded why it is sort of the best of its segment. And I'm really glad, because sometimes, you then drive other things and you forget and you think maybe it's this still top of its game, I tell you. So now my mom's one, and everyone else that I've recommended to them, is obviously that 1.5 litre 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine, right? But now added to the lineup is this, which is the 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine. We were all quite excited for this to arrive. Bearing in mind it only comes in the Fancy Pants EX model and this, the EX Plus, okay, which has basically everything. I mean, like everything, except a wireless charger, which that would have been quite nice. Can't get that as an option either. Bummer. But it's got cruise control, it's got like drive modes, these leather seats, it's got the big screen, the touch screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all electric windows. I wish this was like an auto though, just to feel a bit fancy, but I'm just sort of nitpicking a little bit. Okay, so back to the engine. You get 88 kilowatts of power and 172 newton meters of torque, and it is perfectly mated to this dual clutch auto. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so it's certainly more spirited than obviously the naturally aspirated engines, and it's punchy enough to overtake. You can get up an incline. There's a little bit of a delay when you put your foot down, but not too bad. Fabulous for around town, but also totally capable on the highway. In fact, I got up to maybe like 150 a couple of times without kind of realizing it. But here's my advice in this and recommendation. So I'm not knocking this engine because I think it's fab. But if you don't have the money to stretch to this engine, okay, and it's not a huge jump in price, obviously, and with this EX Plus you're getting a load of spec, but say for the EX, don't be deterred, and don't worry about the fact that you don't have the turbo and you're going for that, because I think, like, I've driven my mom's car and then I drive this car, and to be honest, like, I love driving her car too. I find it powerful enough. Also, again, can overtake when you want to, easy enough, on cruising on the highway and everything. So just bear that in mind, okay? But that's it. The only other thing is maybe fuel consumption. So this is claimed at 6 litres per 100 Ks, which is, I would say, achievable, or close to that. You've got to really drive quite mindfully though. I'm sitting at around 7.5 litres per 100 Ks, so, but I drive like a hooligan, so that's expected. Okay. But I think in terms of everything else, like the Kia Sonet is just so, like, the quality, the build quality, the drive is the best, the ride, the hand, everything for me is at the top of the game in this segment. And I don't say that lightly, okay? This engine is the same engine as the Hyundai Venue. And when you compare its rivals, price-wise and everything, so you're looking at like 360,000 for the EX and about 390 for the EX Plus. 390. I said it like that, but anyway. But when you do like comparison to comparison, like apples with apples, etc., you will find this to be incredible value for money. You get a lot more for your money. If you try and spec its rivals up to the same as this, you're going to spend a lot more money. Plus you get a 5-year unlimited kilometer warranty and the 40-year 60,000 kilometer service plan, which I think is sort of like a no-brainer for me there, because gee whiz, like, talk about peace of mind for a long time. And it's another reason I actually made my mum buy it, because for a long time she was out of a warranty with her previous car and everything. It was always like a thing. Now I never hear her talk about her car. She's never worried about it because she's like, it's fine. Everything's fine. Big thing. Big thing. So I will still be recommending this car to anybody who will listen. And if you don't like it, well, I think there's something wrong with you. I judge you because it's awesome. Ugh, I just want one in my garage, you know, just to keep, so I can drive it around. It's easy, nip to the shops, there's enough space. Luca's in the back, it was fine. I like it. Cause you make me feel like I'm locked out of heaven. Oh, this job smooth.